Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out with Daniel Dubois, unbeaten heavyweight, going in to fight Nathan Gorman for the vacant British heavyweight title on July the 13th. Biggest thing I took from that press conference was that you showed a bit more, I wouldn't say fire, but certainly more kind of charisma and intent than you have done in the past at press conferences. What is it about this fight or the occasion that's brought that out of you?
It's everything to do, you know, all factors. You know, I'm growing as a fighter, and you know, I'm only getting older, and you know, as I progress, I'm just a professional boxing, and I'm adapting well to the game.
You seem quite kind of, not mean, but certainly focused, and some of the stuff you were saying to him, you know, it's the hurt business we're going to see on the night, and also you kept kind of staring him right in the eyes as well, which I've never seen you do that with an opponent before.
You know, most of my opponents previously haven't been in these press conferences, but you know, it is what it is. I'm really full of intent and what I've got to do to him on the night, and you know, I'm really feeling ready. I'm feeling good, and I'm going to feel a whole lot better come fight night, because after training and after all the suffering I'll have to put my body through, I'll be ready to go to war.
He's been seemingly calling you out since you signed with Frank Warren. Is that something that's kind of built into it, that you kind of not resent it, but a little bit kind of, it's a bit cheeky, and some of the stuff he said about you kind of not got under your skin, but maybe kind of niggled you a little bit?
Not really. It's good that he feels he's going to come, you know, with a game plan and whatever, and sort of his own little confidence, whatever it is. But it's good. I need that. It will make for a good fight and an explosive, devastating performance from me.
He's kind of characterised himself as being the better all-round boxer, and there's kind of a tacit admittance there that you're the bigger puncher. But is it really that simple? Because you were on GB for a long time, you're obviously a good amateur, you've looked good in different stages as a pro as well, not just for your power. So is he discounting your boxing ability a bit?
Who knows? He can say whatever he wants. I've got a bag load of experience and you know ring IQ and everything else. I'm looking forward to showing it on the night.
And he was talking about this rivalry apparently on the GB amateur team. You didn't seem to have much recollection of it. Is that a bit of mind games, or do you generally not remember having much of a rivalry? Was the rivalry very one-sided? Because that's what it sounds like.
Rivalry, you know, people can call it that. For me, it was just I was really focused, and as much as being on the squad was, you know, going on the camps and everything was good, I wanted to progress and I wanted to be an international fighter. So if I had to show the coaches I was a better athlete and everything, that's what I was prepared to do, and that's really basically all it was. There was no real, you know, coming after him and whatever. But now I can, and I'm glad it's on.
Do you think on his side though he does resent you, in that he's on GB, you turn up, you've obviously got great physique, you're younger, you've got great potential, and it's like you got maybe more of the focus than he did at that time, and even now under Frank Warren, you know, you've been with Warren since the start of your career, he joined a bit later. Do you think that resentment towards you has built up in him?
It's good if it has, because you know, on the night I want to see what he's all about, and I'm looking forward to it.
Do you think it's a bit unfair though that if he is resentful towards you, because you haven't made any of this happen, it's just the case that, you know, people over the years, whether the GB amateur coaches or Frank Warren now, have maybe favoured you to an extent, but you haven't made that happen, do you know what I mean?
Well, to be honest, if they know what I've been through from the age I started training for boxing, none of it was really a surprise for me. If that's how he feels, then, you know, God bless him, you know, it is what it is. But to be honest, none of it's been a surprise for me where I am today. I've just got to keep focused, keep doing what I do, and keep pulling out performances and moving on, really. No looking back, moving on.
Give us a brief snapshot of that stuff you've been through. Like, what is the work you've put in your younger years that's got you to this stage so early?
I won't tell you now. You know, one day I'll probably, you know, one day it will be told but if not by me, but by others. But I've put in a whole lot of work, and people down the road, people along the journey, you know, the coaches and the amateur clubs I've been to, they'll tell you about it. And everything that's gone into this is in me today, so I'm really grateful and thankful.
How much of this fight for you is about the British title itself and the honour of winning it, as opposed to the Nathan Gorman fight getting you to the next level?
To be honest, all factors are involved. Hurting him and beating him up, and, you know, really doing a job on him is very important to me. you know, as a fighter, this is what I live for. So I'm looking forward to it.
They're kind of chilling words. Again, this is a side of you we don't always see. You know, hurting him, beating him up means a lot to you. So it's not just about getting the win. You actually want to, you know, punish him.
Of course. This is the hurt business. You know, when we go in the ring and we put in them 8-ounce gloves, it's war, and that's how I feel.
Well, we wish you obviously the very best of luck for July 13th. You don't sound like you think you need it, but best of luck, and we look forward to seeing more of this side of you in the future. Cheers.